Lesson 101 and 102 from Learn Violin Fast, Book 3. This is trills. The rapid back and forth between two notes, typically with whole and half steps, is called a trill. Have you ever heard this? That is a trill. Trills, played well, sound like a bird chirping. Listen to Spring by Antonio Vivaldi, where he plays trills in fast repetitive notes to mimic bird songs. So here, right? So that's from, I believe, Summer. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So listen to Four Seasons by Vivaldi, and you'll notice that in the spring and the summer, especially in the spring, there's a lot of trills which mimic bird chirping, right? Now, don't lift your fingers, lift up too high. Keep your left fingers close to the string. But never trill with an open string. So if you have an open string, you would have to shift up and trill with fingers. Never shift with an open string. And try avoid trilling with the pinky. It's just really not feasible. So 3 and 4, for example, right? If a note calls for a trill and it turns out to be with an open string or a pinky, typically you would just shift. Right? Rule: always trill with the note above, printed, and always in the key. So if you see a note that is G sharp, and in the key signature you also have A sharp, you would have to keep the G sharp down, and then you have to trill with A sharp. And if there's an accidental or a note alteration on the trill, it will be a tiny little symbol, sharp, flat, or natural, right on top of the trill. So always make sure you're trilling in the key signature. This is really important. Don't press as hard as you can when you're trying to trill with your left fingers. One of the most common mistakes. To trill, your fingers actually need to be more relaxed so they can move faster. By trying too hard and using excessive finger and hand tension, you're actually preventing yourself from being able to trill fast and well. When trilling, keep your fingers on the strings light. So you might think that the finger that stays down actually has to press really hard, and that is actually not the case. That finger should actually be a little bit lighter than you normally would, because with the trill, there will be an added pressure. So we're going to try this exercise as an all 4 strings, follow the same pattern as printed one on the A string. So you'll notice that we're going to change between low fingers, regular fingers, and high fingers. So these exercises use an array of distances between and fingers of trilling. So try to follow them along. This is 1 and 2 trill exercises. We're starting from letter A. We're on to the next page. Now we have to switch to a B natural. Apologies, one more time. We're on to exercise C. On to exercise D. Now exercise E, we have no sharp, so we must start with a low 2. going to turn the page. So this is now page 86. This is now exercise F. So normally in music, you would only see a trill as an embellishment once or twice. You're not going to see repeated trills, with very few exceptions, such as the Summer or the Spring by Vivaldi. So this is now exercise G. We'll start with the C sharp. And last but not least for this lesson, exercise H with a high 3. All right, thank you for watching. I hope you're able to trill. If you're having a hard time, make sure you're not squeezing too much. Your fingers are trilling fast. They're close to the string. If you found any value in these tutorials, please leave a comment. Please like, please subscribe, and let me know if there's anything I could cover in more detail or perhaps do more close-ups. And I'll see you in the next lesson where we get to learn about grace notes. Thank you for watching.